Atlantis, the lost civilization that refuses to die. Somewhere beneath the ocean, or buried under sand, or erased from memory itself, there is a story humanity has never been able to let go of. A story of a civilization so advanced, so powerful, so wealthy, that it believed it had mastered nature itself, until nature answered back. This is the story of Atlantis. Not just a myth, not just a legend, but a question mark carved into human history. The first whisper of Atlantis. The name Atlantis enters history around 360 BCE through the writings of the Greek philosopher Plato. Plato didn't present Atlantis as a fairy tale. He spoke of it as history, passed down through Egyptian priests, told to the Athenian lawmaker Solon, and preserved as ancient knowledge. According to Plato, Atlantis was a vast island empire, located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. It was larger than Libya and Asia combined. It controlled the seas. It possessed advanced architecture, canals, harbors, temples, and a powerful navy. And at its heart stood a capital city of concentric rings of land and water, engineered with mathematical precision. This was not a primitive society. This was a superpower. A civilization blessed by the gods. Plato tells us that Atlantis was founded by Poseidon, god of the sea. Poseidon fell in love with a mortal woman named Plato, and to protect her, he shaped the land into rings, creating a city unlike any the world had ever seen. The Atlanteans were said to possess advanced engineering, vast resources, including the mysterious metal orichalcum, strong laws and moral codes, technology far ahead of their time. At first, Atlantis was just, wise, balanced, but something changed. The fall begins. As generations passed, the divine blood of the Atlanteans weakened. Greed replaced wisdom, power replaced humility, expansion replaced balance. Atlantis sought to dominate the known world, including ancient Athens, and that's when the gods intervened. Plato describes a single catastrophic event. Open quote. In one day and one night of misfortune, the island of Atlantis disappeared into the depths of the sea. Close quote. Earthquakes, floods, fire from the sky. Atlantis was gone. No survivors, no ruins, at least none officially confirmed. Only silence. Was Atlantis just a metaphor? Many scholars argue Atlantis was symbolic, a moral story invented by Plato to warn societies about corruption and arrogance. But here's the problem. Plato almost never used real-world geographic detail in pure fiction. Yet Atlantis is filled with measurements, locations, timelines, and political systems. Why be so specific if it was only a story? And why would Egyptian priests, masters of record-keeping, be part of the narrative? That question opened the door to centuries of obsession. The hunt for Atlantis. Over the last 2,000 years, Atlantis has been found in dozens of places. The Mediterranean Sea, Santorini Thera, linked to the massive volcanic eruption around 1600 BCE. The Azores in the Atlantic Ocean, under ice. The Caribbean, near Bimini Road. North Africa beneath the Sahara. Each theory has evidence, and each theory has flaws, but some discoveries are uncomfortable. The Bimini Road mystery. In 1968, divers near Bimini Island discovered a massive underwater formation, perfectly aligned stone blocks, stretching in straight lines, resting beneath shallow waters. Some say it's natural limestone. Others say it looks disturbingly like an ancient road, submerged by rising sea levels at the end of the last ice age. And here's the unsettling part. Around 12,000 years ago, global sea levels rose dramatically, exactly when Plato said Atlantis was destroyed. Coincidence? Or memory preserved through myth? Advanced ancient civilizations, a bigger puzzle. Atlantis becomes even more intriguing when placed next to other ancient mysteries. Göbekli Tepe, 11,600 years old, with no known agricultural society. Pyramids of Giza, aligned with extreme precision. Ancient flood myths found in Sumerian, Biblical, Hindu, and Mesoamerican texts. Civilizations across the world remember a time of great destruction, a flood, a collapse, a reset. What if Atlantis wasn't unique? What if it was the last survivor of a forgotten age? The forbidden idea. There is a controversial idea many mainstream historians avoid, that human civilization may be far older than we currently accept, that advanced societies existed before the last ice age, and that a global catastrophe erased them. If Atlantis existed, its destruction would explain sudden gaps in human knowledge, the reappearance of advanced techniques with no clear origin, ancient stories of gods teaching humans science and architecture, not aliens. Why Atlantis still matters. Atlantis isn't just about the past, it's a warning. A civilization that believed it was invincible, that pushed nature too far, that valued power over balance, and then vanished. Sound familiar? Maybe Atlantis survives because it reflects us. Our cities, our technology, our confidence, and our blind spots. So, did Atlantis exist? The honest answer? We don't know. But here's what we do know. Plato believed the story. Ancient cultures shared similar memories. Earth has experienced civilization-ending disasters. And the ocean still hides more than we've explored. Atlantis may be lost, but it may not be imaginary. Sometimes myths are not lies, they are memories, waiting for the right time to be understood. If this story made you pause, if it made you question what you were taught, if it made you look at the ocean a little differently, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and stay with us, because history still has secrets.